Okay, so I'm so happy to be here in Florida. This is my first time that I'm giving a class in English. My English not that well, but you will understand me, and if not, it might be your problems. So I try to do it, and בעזרת השם סייעתא דשמיא, קודשא בריך הוא יסייע לנו. I came here because Rabbi Ezra Ayakar is so much close to my heart. I met him only in this day, for a few hours we are knowing, and I feel like maybe more than 100 years we are know each other, and it's really amazing, and I'm so happy to be here. And he asked me to speak about the ways that our fathers were serving HaKadosh Baruch Hu, was serving Hashem, which the meaning that they know how to do the kind of the things that we can connected to our spiritual life, to the spiritual sides of our life, and when we can get inside ourselves and touch the soul, we can also give ourselves a lot of power, and this is the goal of the Torah. Because it wrote in the Pasuk, "V'atem advekim b'Adonai Elohechem, chaim kulchem hayom." The most important goal of the Torah, and it's also mitzvah. It's not just a goal, it's a mitzvah. We have to make it, we have to do it. The Zohar says all of the mitzvot, they call itin. Itin, the meaning is עצות. איך אומרים עצות באנגלית? Advice. Yes, it's advice. Advice for what? Advice how to fly. The meaning is that everything it's also called itin. Itin, it's like איך אומרים זה, נו? כנפיים. Wings. It's the wings. The wings, the meaning of the wings, the goal of the wings is to take the bird up. And this is the goal of all of the mitzvot. This is our mission. This is our mission. This is the mission of our life. Also, Ramchal says that the Jewish people came to this world just to one thing, to do one thing. What to do? To enjoy, להתענג, זה לא בדיוק enjoy, אבל להתענג על האור של הקדוש ברוך הוא. All of the goal of us is to be, איך נקרא לזה? לא enjoy, to be connected, to have the תענוג of the light. This is all our work. That's why I read this day, there is a big admor that this is his day, passed away in this day. So he says the most terrible chet that someone can do, the most avera that someone can do, it's the avera that he is not mekayem, is not doing the pasuk v'atem advekim b'Hashem Elokechem chaim kulchem hayom. Because all of the Torah, the mission of all of the Torah is to connect us to the light. And the spiritual work that we should have, because of the galut, because of a lot of reasons, we lose it. But חכמים שלנו, הגדולים, המקובלים, הפירושים, הם היו יודעים, they will know how to do it, and they will live it. They were going like Rabbi Avraham ben Arambam is writing that they were going to Nikrot Atzurim, to the desert, for a few days. They were sitting for a few days, and they were doing a meditation. We call it meditation, but they call it Aliyat Neshama. You know, the Baal Shem Tov, he has a igeret, a letter, that he wrote to his Giso, איך אומרים גיס? Brother-in-law in Israel, Rabbi Gershon. So he wrote to him, listening, you know, I was meet Mashiach, and the Mashiach, I asked Mashiach, מתי כי אמר, وينك أنت? وقال لك جيب هنا, מתי, when you gonna come here? The Mashiach says, when לכשיפוצו מעיינותיך חוצה, when the light of the soul will get out. And so there is a song of Chabad, they sing in it, but there is another part that they don't sing. Yes, that you will know, that everybody will know how to do Ihudim and to take his soul and connect it to Hashem. And what the Ihudim? In the first line from this letter, it's written that he told him, listen, I learn you how you swear the soul to get up and to get inside all of the echalot and to know the secret of the Torah. Because ikar advekut shelanu, the mainly of the dvekut of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is knowing the secret of the Torah. Because if I know your secret, the more that I know your secret or his secret, this is the more that I close. If I know the number of his credit card, so we close him. Right. And if not, Hashem merachem. So that's why there is a very important meaning to know the secret, to use it, and to be part of it. Hachamim was being part of it. I have one guy, he's Talmid Hacham in Migdal HaEmek. He told me there was Hacham, Mekubal Gadol. His name was Rabbi Mahluf Lasri. Rabbi Mahluf Lasri, he was known how to mix with angel, with shadim, ruhot, everything. He told me, listen, in our family we were knowing that when we have a problem, we go straight to Bet She'an, to Chacham Haluf Lasri. He knows that every Chaz v'Shalom mahala that the people had, it's because that something hit him, something not good with his, there is the soul that she is sitting inside the goof, inside the body. Sometimes she doesn't get back as well. That's making dissonance between the neshama and the body, between the soul and the body. And that the Hacham know how to do Ihudim and to get it back, to connect it. And this is the work of the big Chachamim that was in the past. Now we have a lot, not a lot, but a bit of their wise men Chokhmah, and Be'ezrat Hashem, this is very important that we should learn and know that all of this, we know our level, we know the place we are standing on, but also in our places we have the right and the mission, the big mission, to connect the light, to connect Hashem. So Be'ezrat Hashem, I want to explain something about what Be'ezrat Hashem we're going to do after we finish the class. And if you have a question, so בשמחה רבה. בעזרת השם. This is very important point. We don't doing a practicing. How you say it? We're doing practical. Because, you know, when you do when we practice something, so it's not the real time that you do it. We're doing it real time. And this is very important to understand it. Because things are happening in our life. Each one of us has חוויות, איך אומרים חוויה? Has a situation, very big situation, spiritual situation. And you know, the problem is that we're thinking that this situation was one time and it's go. But if we're gonna get it inside our life, we can make our life being like big fire of wanting to walk Hashem, to serve Hashem. Now, I don't say that, you know, this is the only way to work, but this is a big key to open our heart to the Torah, to Hayek Kedusha, to Avodat Hashem. Before a lot of years, the Mekubalim says, you must be in high level to mix with it. In this generation, the garbage is all around us. There is no choice. Shalom. Shalom Beracha. There is no choice that we can be in high level. Only tzaddikim, prushim, hasidim, and this is other things. But this world is connected each one of us. The work of the Yehudim. That's what the Baal Shem Tov says. And a lot of Chachamim, that's why the Ben Ish Chai, Rabbeinu Yosef Chaim in Baghdad, he says each one need to know some of the kavanot of the Arizal. Kavanot of the Arizal, yeah. Because everybody should be connected to the secret. When you're connected to the secret is pure, your heart. It's a big key to open the heart. And you know, Yirat Shamayim, it's one of the mainly things that we should have. And there is a lot of Hatayim ve'averot in this generation. Sometimes you don't want to think about it. It's things that you don't want to hear about. Yirat Shamayim, it's important. But Ahavat Shamayim, no one speak about it. And I want to tell you something that I recognize. And it's really important for children in the age that's when they are 16 years old, or this age, and every age. You know, we are a generation that you can be 40, but you feel like 20 years. You can be 16 years, but you feel like you're a young boy. And all of us has a young boy that look for spiritual sides of the life. And everybody say that you should have a lot of Yirat Shamayim. And they think that the Yirat Shamayim is basic. They're right. But the big power that we can have, it's not from Yirat Shamayim, it's from Ahavat Shamayim. 10 times. That's why we should open the gate in this generation to Ahavat Shamayim. And you know what? We don't need to open it because the gate is open already. We need just to call the Son of Hashem and call them and tell them, come, wash yourself in the pure water of Ahavat Hashem. And Ahavat Hashem, the meaning is mixing with the soul, with the Yichudim. People say it's dangerous. I say, also the iPhone is dangerous. There is a lot of dangerous in life. We don't take the high level, we take very specific level, but we should know that dangerous is all around us. The garbage is all around us. Because there is a lot of garbage, you cannot mix with the garbage. You should mix with the purity side of the soul. If I have a garbage all around me, and I know someone needs to come, I will clean only one side. I will mix with one side that's good, and I clean it very well. That's why in this generation we must put first thing the Ahavat Hashem, and publish Ahavat Hashem, and publish the Aliyot Neshama, and publish these things, this work. It's very good work. And Hashem do it because this is the most important thing that the Shekhinah take it and make it like a kettle on her head. So that's why I think that it's really, really big opportunity to be here with you and to open the gate. It is very important for all of us, and Be'ezrat Hashem we will be strong in Ahavat Hashem, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu Be'ezrat Hashem יסייע לנו, ייתן לנו סייעתא דשמיא to open our heart. You know, when you look at it, you know that the Goyim, the not Jewish people, they're using it each day. They're learning it, everyone, with Shemot HaKodesh. And we stay here, and we don't want to learn. We're afraid. I told them there was one guy that he met. There was one guy, he was the Gabbai in the shul, okay? One time, he was doing, like V'Vayivarach David. Put the money, V'Vayivarach David. Everybody's put in $1, $2, $5, $10, that's it. One time there was one guy, he take a letter, he wrote his number, he tell me, listen, I'm a rich people. This is the place that my father that passed away, he was praying here. Whatever you want, just call me. Each money you need. But this is Gabbai was from the old people, and he says, He was care about $1, $2. He doesn't know that he's in his pocket. He has the the more powerful thing that he can ever dream on. I want to tell you something. You don't understand the meaning and the power and the unbelievable issues that we have in the Kabbalah, and the Kabbalah is the power of the world. And only if we open our heart and open our mind, we will understand how much we will, just like this Gabbai that was waiting for $1, and he has credit card, one of the rich people in the world, that waiting for him to call him, to give the money. We have a lot of matanot. Hashem want to give. But we must open our heart, open our mind, and to open for Ahavat Hashem. Okay, question?
Just one clarification. He said the Christians are using the Shemos of Hashem. What do you think the monks are doing in Spain or in Italy behind their walls? So I've done a lot of research on this. Actually, what they're doing is they're meditating on the Shemos of Hashem. Also, the Sufis, the Muslims, they have a Masorah that they got from the Jews from back in the day. The Shemos of Hashem, and they're meditating. That's what they do behind the walls, meditating. They're all doing it. And that was your point, right? That's what all these religions are. They're just taking it and they're doing it. The Jews aren't.
Listen, I was.
I'm going to swear it away. We're pushing it. Right.
Listen, we don't care about what they're doing, but we must think about that we are scaring and they doing. We speak on and they do it. And this different, we must understand that this hurt our place that must be full from Ahavat Hashem. This is our problem. We don't have Ahavat Hashem amitית. Why we have a nefilot? Not bigla. If you have a nefila, כן? איך אומרים נפילה? Down, איך אומרים? Fall, okay. If you fall in Avodat Hashem, you fall in the phone, you fall everything. What people say, you less from Yirat Shamayim, נכון? Your Yirat Shamayim is not good. I want to say a chidush. I think your Yirat Shamayim is good, but your Ahavat Shamayim is not good. Your Ahavat Shamayim, it's not. It doesn't work on it.
But because if you love so much,
if you love, you will forget everything. You were in love, and when you are in love, you raising all of the thing that you have inside, and you don't know you have inside. You don't recognize what you have inside, just to come through this love in this world. That's why we should open the heart to Ahavat Hashem. Open our heart to Ahavat Hashem. Get together, everybody, with Ahavat Haverim, and make the soul come out. Make Aliyot, like Rabbi Avraham Abulafia said. And this can bring us Ahavat Haverim, Devekut Haverim, Simcha, Yirat Shamayim. וזה הכי חשוב, זה יביא לנו the most important to bring us the Ahavat Hashem, which this is the most important thing that we should have.
So the doesn't know what a Aliyat Neshama means.
if I can ask, the purpose is what, to connect to my neshama?
Yes.
My brain or my physical to connect to my neshama?
Yes, because the neshama want to tell you secret. The neshama want to tell you, want to open you to Hashem, to love Hashem, to feel Hashem.
But I'm not connected to the neshama. That's why.
Yes, so this is the meaning of the tefillah. And this is the meaning that we should this is the most important things in Avodat Hashem. That's why we should open our heart to it. Because you can serve Hashem, Chaval Azman, do tefillot, daf hayomi, keep Shabbat, but it's just like, I always says, there is the marriage and there is the love. Okay? When I want to do a cake, I have the מסגרת, איך אומרים מסגרת? The frame, I have the frame, And I have the cake that I pull in, and the frame give me, you know, the rules, the place that I allow to go on. But the inside, this is the mainly thing that give me the taste, that give me the reason to live, to wake up in the morning. That's why Ahavat Hashem is so important. The connected to Neshama is very important. So the person that he will take the frame, and he was looking every time, the frame is like this, like that, like this, like that. Maybe he can bring the highest frame, but he cannot open his heart and be connected. He will not taste a good taste every time he will eat from this cake. בסדר? אז אנחנו עכשיו נדבר קצת, נעשה קצת, בעזרת השם, ננסה לעשות משהו עכשיו, בעזרת השם. נעצור פה את השיעור, ככה לכבוד החבר'ה. השם יזכה אותנו בעזרת השם, שיהיה סייעתא דשמיא. אוקיי?